Hello everyone, the Kentucky Patriot here. I want to do a quick video about this little fella right here, and this is the North American Arms. There's several different makes and models. I had another one that was the Pug, and I give it to Dad. He liked it. It was a little bit smaller than this one. Even the barrel was smaller. The handle was a little bit smaller, would fit in your pocket even better than this one. This is a little bit bigger as far as the grip and the handle. But this one's chambered in 22 Magnum. You can also get them in 22 LR. I just want to talk about it just a little bit and share my experiences, because I don't care how old we are or how long we've been shooting or training. I feel like we can always learn and we're always improved. So my mind has went back and forth on this. Is this the perfect pocket carry? So for a long time, for years, I would carry this in my pocket, not as my primary gun, but as a backup gun. And the function of it's fantastic. There's nothing wrong with the function of it. You know, I've heard people say, well, the hammer sits right on the round. Well, not if you do it right, because they have a little groove where you line it up and you set the hammer right in that groove. And then when you go ahead and cock the hammer, then it lines up. So it should not be sitting on a live round. Really easy to clean. I've never had a problem with it, not with timing, not with the function of it, not with the shooting, nothing. Everything has worked just fine with the pistol. So I'm not knocking the pistol, but what I want to talk about is you know, the accuracy, the capability. Is this the perfect pocket carry? And I was a big proponent and a huge fan of it in the beginning, because even if it was a backup gun, or what I really liked for it, even sometimes maybe even as a primary gun, like I'd mentioned in really old videos like 4 or 5 years ago, like when we'd go to the beach, instead of having an appendix carry or a paddle holster or something that you may not necessarily feel comfortable with and want to be burdened down with on vacation, but you still want to be armed, this was fantastic. Even this was bigger than, like I said, the Pug, the one Dad has now. It literally will disappear. Like, it's the most concealable, comfortable gun. Now, you do have to watch the barrel, because even in your pocket, I have picked lint out of this. You want to be careful for that. Any barrel obstructions, just keep an eye on the barrel, especially where it's so small. But it would literally disappear. The most concealable gun there is. But after having it for a while, I'm really inaccurate with this gun. And at first, I thought it was just me. I thought it's because I've got big hands. It's because maybe the short barrel. But when my buddy Adam from the Hootie Hoo channel came up, me and him done a lot of competition shooting, everything from his 50 BMG. We done a lot of different shooting. And then when I went down to his place, we actually done, it's on my channel there, we shot a game of pig, where it went forever. We kept going back and forth. Great game, great competition. And I always had fun, you know, in our challenges. It was very competitive, and he's just a great guy. I'm sure you know who he is, but if you don't, make sure you check out his channel. His channel's exploded. He's a great guy, great family man. Just a great channel. You can't say enough good about him. But anyway, I'll leave a link in the description below. It was very competitive, and we really enjoyed it, had a good time, except with this gun. And most of my videos are serious. I try to give you some tips on home defense, self-defense, ballistics testing, but we always make a few funny videos just for light-hearted experience, like when I shot the 3.5-inch shell and showed the recoil, or when we went it was man-eating squirrels. That's what it was. I was going to say dangerous game, but it's man-eating squirrels. Those were just funny videos. But in general, I try to be serious and try to help you to share my experiences. Well, I have shot this, and as far as the ballistics of it, even with the short barrel, in an older video, I think it was after the 410, one of the 410 videos, I shoot this through a pine board, 2-inch pine board. I shoot this through a lot of different things. So the ballistics are there. I don't question that. But the ability to shoot this, and like I said, I thought it was just me. But actually, Adam was able, from the Hootie Hoo channel, he was actually able to shoot this very well. I mean, he could actually come close to hit the target or hit the target. Me, like I said, it was a serious video. I wasn't being funny, because I miss it so bad. It looks like I'm trying to be funny. It literally looks like, we had great competition in shooting, and then we do this video, and I'm like hitting the ground way over here. Like, my shots are totally off. And like I said, it wasn't me being funny. I wasn't pretending. I wasn't trying to get a laugh. I literally cannot shoot this thing at all. I'm not sure if it's like I said, it's my hand, because he's a big guy too. I'm not sure what it is. It's the sights. and maybe I can practice enough where I could get accurate with it. But the more I got to thinking about it, in a pressure situation with this short barrel, if it was an active shooter situation where I had to make that shot, I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And even close range, and we were shooting fairly close range with this thing. If I'm missing that bad, I'm responsible for every round. So unless I've got press contact with somebody, I am not comfortable at all with my ability to shoot this firearm. I am not. Then I thought, well, if it is press contact, I can stick it in somebody's gut. Well, then I got to thinking, if that's the case, if I'm worried about press contact, then I'm going to go back to a knife. And we've talked about that in several videos, whether it's in your car, whether it's a folding knife, a karambit, a fixed blade, whether it's in your car, your console, on your person. We've covered that in several videos. Me personally, I have changed. I have went over to a knife. And I know what they say about a knife in a gunfight. I'm not talking about your primary weapon. I still got my EDC just like always, but I'm talking about my backup. My primary weapon is still the same, but my backup, I am more comfortable with a knife, because if it's press contact, I don't have to worry about my round and my target and what's behind it and where it's going to go, and I don't have to worry about anything other than, and if it's press contact, it's not going to be just one little hole. If I have a knife, I'm going to, without being too gruesome, I'm going to make sure it counts, okay? And I'm not trying to be, sound malicious or angry, where we're not talking about hurting anyone. We're literally talking about defending ourselves and our lives if it needs to be. So we're not talking about, somebody cuts the line at Walmart and you're going to rage, and we're talking about defending your life, your family, and those you love in a self-defense situation. So ultimately, if you can shoot this accurately and you feel like you're okay with it, that's fine. But you also have to understand, can you draw it out of your pocket fast enough? And that was another thing. A lot of my knives are either clipped on my pocket, my belt, or I even have holsters for some. Like that karambit, I can carry it under my shirt just like I do my gun, and I can conceal it, and I can reach in with my finger and get that karambit, and I can come out, and I feel way more comfortable with defending myself with that karambit than I do with this. And you say, well, what if it's an active shooter? Again, my EDC gun is going to come out. And then if you say, well, what if you run out? This can still neutralize a threat at distance. Not with me. I think it was Sun Tzu said, you know your enemy, know yourself. I'm going to be honest with you. I am not comfortable with myself. And I really don't think, even with practice, I could ever get to the place where I'm comfortable with that at range. So is it the ultimate pocket carry for me? No. Will it be the ultimate pocket carry for you? That's up to you. Because I know one guy, one of them old country boys, he's an older fella, he had a big, huge belt buckle, and he had it made. It's a different model than this, bit North American Arms, and it was regular 22, not 22 Magnum. He had it behind his belt buckle. So, they're very concealable. Like I said, as far as the quality, I've had no problems with it. The price, it's there. They've got a lot of things going for them. I don't try to persuade you anyway. I'm just trying to tell you from my experiences what I feel. What as I learn, I try to share things with you, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's not what you carry, it's not what you do to try to please somebody else or try to fit in. Only thing is really important is your family being safe and you being safe. So at the end of the day, we shouldn't worry about fitting into any category. We should just worry about making choices that will best protect ourselves and our family and those that we love. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of show this video. Like I said, I shot in 2 or 3 other videos as well. Nothing wrong with the firearm, and we still keep it. We stage it here at the house. It's loaded. It's loaded now. Anyway, nothing wrong with the firearm. The disassembly is really easy. The cleaning is really simple. But as far as in my pocket, I do not carry it in my pocket anymore. I do not carry it at all anymore. I've got other plans, other backups, regardless of the situation, even if it's EDC carry or if it's even out in the woods like hiking or even at the beach. I have other things that I do now. So still like this little gun. It's a cool little conversation piece. It's fun to shoot. And some people's asking me, what about recoil? Because, normally 22 Magnum didn't have any recoil with a rifle. What about a pistol this small? Zero. Anybody can shoot it if you got arthritis. So, recoil's not going to be an issue in this little tiny gun, the 22 Magnum. It's not going to be an issue. But anyway, that's just my take on it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? A small pocket pistol like this, compared to a knife, what's your experiences? What do you like better? What do you like about North American Arms? Can you shoot it accurately? And if you can, how about under stress? And if you are going to carry it, you need to practice even training with it under stress. But anyway, do us a huge favor. It means so much to us. Would you please like, share, and subscribe? I have met so many wonderful people, and I appreciate you guys that comment. Some of you literally, I've just become family and friends, and I love you guys. Appreciate you so much. I've got a small channel, but literally got some of the best people that I get to interact with through comments, and some of you I've got to meet in person, and I appreciate you so much. Hope you all have had a great Thanksgiving. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, the Kentucky Patriot. Wishing you and yours the very best. May God bless you, and we're signing off.